Hello and welcome to today's Ray's Reality. I am your host, Ray Jones, and I'm being accompanied today by my son, Ben Jones. All right,
That's me.
we're back again with another episode of Ray's Reality, and today we're well, let's get first. I want to check something out real quick on the news. I was looking through the news real quick. Let's look, see what's Ben, did you see the fight between
Who won?
that and Mike Tyson and that other guy? I don't know, that other weird dude.
Jake Paul.
Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? Let's go with the more important news than that. Who cares about them? This is very important news. Okay, that I seen this. This is important that everybody needs to know and understand. January 8th, Tim Allen will be having a new sitcom, Shifting Gears.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what we need to be more important. That's
old
more
is he?
important. I don't know. He's got to be at least 50, right?
He's probably older than that.
A couple of years older. He looks good for his age, no matter what. So, and he'll be joined by with Kat Denning as well. She plays his daughter, I believe, and there's some other people, stars that are going to be in there as well. So that's the most important news that I wanted to talk about was that. I can't wait to see that and check it out and all that good stuff. So that was important news. Not about that other whatever those goofy people are, fighting like little schoolgirls. Who cares about that stuff? So today, I think we should talk about something you mentioned earlier. Aliens. I think we should talk about aliens and UFOs and such things like that. What do you think? I think that'd be a good show topic for today. And so with these I guess sometimes like I always say when we're doing things, you can hear the dog in the background, click 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 click. So we every once in a while need a reality check, so we got to check out that, and we're gonna do a reality check. So that's what we're gonna do, and I was got a new website. So I'll, at the end of the show, I'll give you a link to that and such. But you can check out my website. That's raysreality.com. If you put that in the search engine, it should go straight there, and you can check it out and check out some pictures we got on there and talks about the show a little bit. And you can watch everything from there, or share it with your friends. Share with your friends. Share with your friends. You should always share with your friends stuff because that's important to share. We also and on there you can we're taking donations for our show to help keep us going, and you can donate there if you copy that QR code, or you can go onto the website and there's a link there where you can go on and donate as well. So we would really appreciate that. That helps keep us going, keeps us doing what we do. Helps out other people as well. We got trying to buy some Bibles for overseas for gentleman I recently have we've been in contact with each other a little bit, so they're needing Bibles, so I'd like to get some money together and send them some Bibles if we can. And of course we help out people in need, and several other things. So not asking for brownie points, just asking for donations so we can do what we do. And so I can hear that very clearly. These are really good microphones. They pick up a fly farting, so just keep that in mind.
Even this.
Truly. So, and Truly's going to join us too because I don't know. What's your take on the aliens there, Truly, and UFOs? No comment? Yeah. All right. Well, so Ben, do you believe in UFOs? Yeah, me neither. But we hear a lot about them. Hear a lot about UFOs, and the funny thing is about UFOs. Let's talk about that real quick. So UFO people, when you say UFO, people think of what do people think of when you say UFO? People automatically, right off the bat, what do? They this is what they think of. They think of as flying saucer. They think of a spaceship, but
a flying egg.
Yeah, a flying egg. So isn't that what Mork came to, the world here in? I think it was a flying egg. Mork and Mindy, it's a show. So Mork from Ork. So yeah, people think of UFOs as flying objects in the air. So it's like you have UFOs. Here's a picture of a UFO. Look at this. I'm pretty sure this picture, and I'm sorry if you're just listening, we're showing some pictures. Maybe I'll put these on the website so people can see them. So this UFO, I'm pretty sure somebody took an image. They took a picture of I think it's a foot massager. So we have a foot massager and it's got red lights on it. That's exactly what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like up close. So is just a round pad. It heats and it vibrates and massages your foot. Little roller balls and they all glow red or purple. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But anyways, that is what people think of all the time when they say UFOs or, oh, look at that, it's a UFO. And, you get all kinds of pictures online now, people with UFOs, showing I say their creativity of UFOs. So,
This picture, they didn't really do a good job.
Yeah.
Because the far left one, the light beam cuts out halfway through.
Yeah.
So
it's it's just goofy things, but UFOs. I know there's tons of people out there that just think, oh my gosh, UFOs and aliens and all that type stuff. It's like, well, and so that's the typical UFO that you see, and then now I want to show you this. This is the typical alien that across the board everywhere. This is the typical alien you see. They all look the same. They might make their head a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but typically...
They're all sorts of different colors, too.
Yeah.
They're green, purple, black, gray.
Yeah, so...
A bunch of different colors.
Exactly. Purple. So that everywhere you go, you got the same scenario
The
of
most
what they
popular
look
colors that people make them are green and gray. That's the two main things that you see everywhere.
Yeah. So if you're, like I said, if you're not watching but you're listening, you don't even have to know because you already imagine and you already know what they look like because every TV show, every movie, everything you watch, pretty much every single alien is a little green man with a big head and they're naked.
Big black eyes.
Yeah. So that's your typical alien that you see everywhere and your typical spaceship. So UFO, like I said, when you say UFO, people automatically think of a flying object. UFO, that means it's a flying saucer. Your body got it. The true definition of a UFO is an unidentified flying object. That's what UFO stands for, unidentified flying object. So anything that you see in the sky, and if you don't know what it is, it's a UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. It doesn't matter if it's what it is. If you don't know what it is, it's a UFO. So it could be a helicopter or an airplane or space station or a falling star, a drone. And I right
RC
now,
plane.
yeah, right now right now. They said in the past couple of years, the U.S. government has a balloon. The U.S. government has had more sightings of UFOs in the past couple of years than they ever have. And the funny thing about that is there's been an increased amount of drones up in the sky as well. So people are doing some crazy things with drones now, and they're able to make it look like, and that's pretty impressive when you see the drones. there's a lot of stuff that you see, and it's like it's pretty cool. So, but why? I mean, seriously, if you have aliens, what would be the purpose of having? People always talk about, well, if there's alien, I'm going to say if, but I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe in UFOs and all that stuff. There's a lot of things out there that we can't explain. There's a lot of things out there that science tries to say, well, this is what it is. We don't actually know that. They're just making it up. They're guessing as they go along. So they sometimes have good ideas, but thousands of people have said that they've seen aliens before or UFOs. Most people say they see a UFO, not an alien, but a UFO. So, and they're supposed to be they're intelligent and they're smarter than we are, and all this, that's what you hear. That's the stereotype of everything. So if they were so smart, why would they come here in a UFO? If they were so smart, why did they come here anyways? To get dumber? I mean, seriously, the way the world is today, we're dumbing down big time dumbing down. We have more dumb people today than we've ever had in history. So, but I mean, seriously, this is a great example of, this would be a perfect alien spaceship. This is, ready for it? Right there it is. Just an airplane. Just a regular airplane would be that would be the best one.
For people watching, listening, not watching, there's a commercial airliner on the screen.
Yeah. So,
regular old
just an airplane.
American Airlines.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just that's your typical, why would they do that? Why but here's this one's pretty cool. This is a UFO. If you see this in the sky, I got two examples. This is going to be a UFO because you're gonna be like, what the heck is that thing? You're gonna think that's a UFO right off the bat. Look at that.
I don't think
that's an U.S. Air Force.
That's not real.
Jet.
Fall out of the sky.
They got some. It's really cool. So, but here's one. You ready? This is typical. This one is in use. It is an actual airplane. The B-2A Spirit.
B-2 Spirit stealth bomber.
That thing, and if you see it, it is quiet. It is super quiet.
It goes by like.
Yeah, it's like
It's very, very quiet.
Yeah, you're like, was that a breeze? What's going on? If it flew over, you wouldn't even notice, especially if there was a bird chirping or something. It'd just be like right over, and you would have no idea. So no idea whatsoever. So now, I do have this is a real spaceship in outer space. This is an AI. This is nothing. This image was actually captured of a real spaceship in space. So this has been actually seen by thousands and thousands of people. This spaceship, and but this is an actual footage or an actual picture of the spaceship in space with the Earth behind it, and it's a super cool picture of a spaceship in space. And here you go. That is the coolest spaceship ever. It's the space shuttle. So yeah, if the space shuttle's flying around up there, if you could see it, you'd be like, hey, what's that? Especially when it's taking off, these rockets and all that stuff. They're saying, I was seeing where they were talking about all these different, because there's so many countries are testing rockets now, and they're testing all these things. They're basically what they are UFOs that people are seeing, because they can't identify it. They don't know what it is. And just like SpaceX, waste of time. But SpaceX, they're doing testing day in and day out, just more rockets, one after the other. So I think they should have just stuck with the space shuttle, because it was one of the best programs we've ever had, and it was awesome. Before somebody decided that it wasn't no, let's get rid of that program and let's start all over again with SpaceX. Let's act like it's a 1955 again and start with SpaceX. And everybody's making a big deal about how this rocket came back to where it was supposed to be. Finally, they launched a rocket and it came back. What's funny is the space shuttle landed and took off exactly where they wanted it to. It didn't need a runway, but it still, and it didn't have to have a testing.
Launched like a rocket and then landed like a normal plane.
Right,
because
exactly.
it was pretty much just a normal plane that they just improved and stuff, made it different, and put rocket boosters on the back.
Yeah. So, just with all that stuff, so it's it's crazy, because it's kind of weird. It's just weird with all that stuff. So, because then people believe these things. They're like, look at this. It's UFOs, and people. It's like there's people. I won't mention anybody's name in case they're listening. You know who you are. Don't want to embarrass you. I don't think you'll be embarrassed because you sit there and tell everybody about how lizard people dropped us off. So lizards, all the lizards you see are actually aliens, and they're just watching us. But the funny part is, I guess they're only watching people in like Florida and Georgia and Texas and Arizona, places where they have lizards. This particular lizards, the little green lizards, the green anoles, I guess those are the lizards that are watching us. And lizard people dropped us. They're the ones that dropped us off. I've heard some weird things from people saying that with all that, and I heard that I would hope it's not true, but I mean, given the fact that these people they believe in just some guy that wants their money, but Scientology building there in Clearwater, Florida, downtown, they said there's an alien spaceship landing pad on top of it. I'd hate to say I don't believe it, but at the same time, they'll believe anything. So that just goes to show you, there you have it. It's the landing pad on top of the building. So Ben's over here drinking. He's like, you can hear him swallow. So because of the way we have things set up today, I don't have my backdrop today either because I just didn't want it. Just trying to do something different. So everything we do everything ourselves. I want Ben to join me more on things, but give his input. We're gonna be doing another show on homeschooling. It's gonna be a separate show, but we're gonna talk about homeschooling and the effects it has on him and me and his mom and the dog. It's hard on the dog. No, it's not. Nothing's hard on the dog. So, but the whole deal. Yeah. What do you want to say? Does it have to do with aliens and spaceships and UFOs?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's very funny how I have seen something in the sky that, I've thought about it, and I can only really explain it as an alien, spaceship, UFO, whatever. And I still don't believe in aliens.
Well, and we see stuff all the time. I have to say, I was thinking about this, if everybody, anybody who has ever looked up into the sky has seen a UFO at one point in time. But if you've never looked up in the sky, you can't say you saw a UFO. Is a UFO going to be just in the sky? No, it can be an unidentified flying object. It could be a bird. It could be a leaf. It could be anything. What we see.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman. That's right. It could be Batman or Superman. Yeah, or Wonder Woman. It could be Wonder Woman in her invisible plane. So yeah, that's always a weird one. Why isn't she invisible while she's in the plane? You just see somebody sitting in a sitting position, flying to the air. Whee! That was the funniest thing ever.
How did she memorize where everything was in the plane?
Yeah, I don't know. She's good. So she's good. So maybe she's the only person who could see it. I don't know.
Is other stuff that goes into the plane invisible? If she brings a cup of coffee into the plane, does that turn invisible?
It may be. No, because she's not invisible. So anything that comes into the plane's not invisible. The plane itself's invisible, which doesn't make any sense.
Pretty sure she can make it non-invisible.
Yeah. What's I'm thinking of oh my gosh, what's his big blue head, looks like an alien. You know, a character out. Why am I forgetting it? It just snapped in my head, popped in my head.
From what?
It's a TV show or a movie. He turns into a good guy, but he starts off as a bad guy. And I'm gonna forget the name of that show. So it's Will Smith is the voice for it. Or not Will Smith. Oh my gosh. Let's back all that. I just scratched that all. I'm thinking of Will Smith. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell does the voice. So yeah. None of this is scripted, by the way. We just let it fly.
Buddy the Elf.
Yeah, Buddy the Elf. That's it. No, there's a movie. I'm gonna forget it. He's blue, wears a black cape. He's real skinny. You know what I'm talking about?
Megamind.
Megamind. There you go. Megamind. And Megamind has an invisible car. Okay?
But he can turn it uninvisible.
He can. But, however, Megamind's invisible car is only invisible on the outside. When you open the door, you can see everything inside. Then you get in and you shut it, but it's like being in a regular car.
Windows.
Yeah, exactly. So, but you don't, the way it is. So, we just took 15 minutes to figure out Megamind. Anyways, so, so yeah, hold on. This is Megamind, but he's green. Oh, no. So, yeah. But, you know, it's all crazy.
Off, by the way.
So, you know, we just figure we talk about aliens and UFOs because it's funny because we hear stuff about it and you keep hearing people want to believe everything except the truth, you know. People want to say that, you know, there's you know, the government's hiding something. They're hiding something. There's a lot of secured places in this country that people don't know about. There's one of the bases in excuse you. There's a military base. I guess I'm going to say it. In Ohio, it's one of the most secured military bases in the United States, if not the world. And the reason it's actually so secure is because this particular place, it's outside of Cleveland, Ohio. They actually have.
It's so secure so people don't break in.
It's actually secured because it cannot be seen through satellite images because they average over 275 cloudy days a year there in that particular area. So that's why they put that base there, to hide that, to be able to hide things. They can move stuff around on cloudy days, and you know, satellites can't see the images. You know, they can't zoom in on what's going on there to see whatever they're doing. So yeah, don't tell anybody I told you that. It's a secret. Also, there's a place, it's not military, but there's a place in Tennessee that is highly secure. People do actually mistakenly, you know, come onto the property every now and then. And then when they do, they get freaked out and call 911 because they find dead bodies. It's a forensic science place in Tennessee, and what they do there is they do every kind of scenario you can possibly think of. And when people die, if they donate their body to science, some of them they take them there immediately, and they do weird, grotesque, strange things to the bodies. Just what you wanted to hear today, right? But we're talking about aliens. Hey, so
Is truly an alien?
I'm pretty sure she is.
She looks like one.
She looks like an alien dog. She's taking everything in we're talking about, and she's gonna take back an orange and a spatula to her home planet. of doglia. So yeah. So I think Ben's hungry. I don't know if you can hear his stomach growling.
That was Truly.
Was that stomach, or was that Truly?
That was Truly.
Yeah. Did you hear it? I was kind of wondering. I was like, hey. So she's hanging out with us. She's not biting my arm tonight. So today, that's cool. So it's actually night. We're doing this evening. It's a nighttime. So you never know when we're recording. So this is not live. This is recorded. And we're not going to change anything. It's nighttime. Nighttime. And we're in Texas right now. Texas. Anyways. We should do a podcast about Texas.
I wanted to say a joke, but
Yeah.
might get the thing canceled.
Oh, well, it's like, yeah, we will. But they, yeah, there's,
I'll tell you after.
I don't know if there's aliens. I'd have to say, after being here in Texas, I'm going to imagine there's probably lots of people in Texas, guaranteed lots of people in Texas believe in UFOs. And I'm sure lots of people here have probably seen them. And I can promise you that they've been much bigger than any place else. So yeah, they have bigger aliens and bigger spaceships here.
The spaceships, when they enter the Texas border,
They automatically get bigger. They just expand. So yeah. So everywhere else they shrink down. And they're real small and tiny. So except Texas, because it's bigger here. So yeah, I think a lot of the I really have to think that aliens just kind of, wouldn't you think they would just blend in with the people? You know?
like in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
How the green guys or whatever, the bad guys.
Yeah.
Who turn good. I don't even know anymore.
I don't.
But they
It's been a while.
morph into humans.
Yeah.
So they just walk around and they blend in. Hello, Truly. What do you?
Well, there's lots of places. There used to be years ago, back in the '80s, there was a show called, it was V. It was the name of the show, which is V, big red V. It was V, and that was about aliens, and they walked among us, you know, hiding. Nobody knew. So wait a minute, did I just not?
Transformers. They're here. They're watching us. They're among us. And they're protecting us. Transformers. More than meets the eye.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry, I had to go into that.
The Transformers are aliens.
Yeah, they are aliens from another, you know, from, why am I forgetting where they're from? So.
Transylvania.
Yeah, that's it. So.
Another planet.
So, I'm drawing a blank where they're at, where they're from, their planet, their home planet. So,
Actually, they went from being spaceships and stuff and space cars on their other planet because they didn't know what cars look like.
Yeah.
To coming here and
They can,
devolving.
They can make themselves, turn themselves into a Camaro, so, or a Cadillac, or a big truck, and all these other things. So they were smart when they came here. No offense to anybody, but they used the good cars. So they were like, hey, we
Except
need
for
to.
some of them.
Yeah, well.
When they were like.
You notice all the bad guys, the cars they use.
Lamborghini,
Yeah.
or I can be a Fiat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the Fiat.
Well, the Fiat would blend in much easier. So yeah, that's what you'd want to be if you're. See,
And all
that's
the bad
exactly
guys are cool cars.
it. If you wanted to be, if you want to blend in, take the bus. See, be a bus. You know, you're gonna blend in. Aliens, you know, they're gonna. Yeah, you want to blend in. I would say we're not going to see spaceships, they're going to be smart, and they're going to build a spaceship that looks like an airplane and just glide right into our atmosphere and, you know, land wherever they want to, because they'll be able to land their airplane will be like a Harrier jet where they can land straight up and down.
VTOL.
So yeah, they can do whatever they want. So, but that's what they would do, is have a cool alien spaceship that looks like an airplane, a jetliner, and you know how many people they can fit on there, you know, and they'll have a good time with it, 2 at least. So.
Well, and the Osprey, that can go up,
Yeah.
and then turn into like a plane. It's like a helicopter plane.
Speaking of which, I always find it funny how Hollywood always portrays alien spaceships to be. They'll have this this ginormous is what I'm gonna use that word. It's not even a word. It's a ginormous. Ginormous is even bigger than ginormous. Spaceship. It'll be the size of a state, and there's 3 aliens on board. It's like, what's up? Why do they need such a big spaceship? What do they need that for? And there's only 3 people on board, or 3 aliens on board, I should say. So, yeah. So we actually just went to Devil's Tower. So guess what? We didn't see any spaceships there.
Nothing.
So we saw
big rock.
Big rocks. We saw lots of deer and pronghorn
Porcupines.
and porcupines. Yeah.
We saw those
So
things.
badgers. So yeah, and stuff. But yeah, we didn't see any aliens, spaceships, or any aliens or nothing. Yeah, not a single one anywhere. Well, actually, we saw a lot of fake ones, no real ones. So yeah, the store right there, every store around that area has alien stuff. So, but yeah, so that's kind of interesting.
There wasn't much of anything in Wyoming.
Not in that area where we were.
There's a big rock.
Yeah, it was a cool rock. We walked around the entire base of that there Devil's Tower. That was pretty cool. Neat to see. Just, I think it was neater to see because it was, they based the entire movie. What's the name of the movie that they based it on? Was based around that? Close Encounters.
Of the third kind.
Yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So if you've never seen that movie, it's that's based on aliens. That's
very confusing.
It can be, yeah.
I think one of the actors quit midway through, and so they had to hire a new actor for the second half of the movie. Cause one of the main characters just completely disappeared halfway through the movie, and then some other random person became one of the main characters. I don't.
Oh, it's because they got abducted. I can't even say it. They had an alien abduction. They were abducted.
No, because the one actor didn't get abducted.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the one guy did disappear.
Girl.
Was it the girl?
One of the girls. Yeah. They just completely disappeared halfway through the movie.
Look at not to bring it. I guess you might as well be like alien spaceships and aliens, but the Fast and Furious movies. All those people have died, and they bring them back. The only person they haven't brought back was Paul Walker, so because he actually passed away. But it's crazy because those movies, Hollywood just gets ridiculous with their movies anymore. They were ridiculous back then. Now, I mean, they're even worse today. Like I said, the Fast and Furious movies, if you've never seen those, everybody has died in that movie, but they bring them back. It's like, how much? Seriously, it's crazy. But anyways, so, yeah. Truly, are you a alien? What planet you from again? Barkopolis? Yeah.
She's from...
She don't care. She's looking for a hand to bite. No, here, let me have this. Let me have it.
She's from the Weirdo-verse.
Yeah, the Weirdo-verse. There you go. I had to move that
Every
cord
time I
out of our
move
way.
my foot, you can hear it going.
Yeah. That's right. So, very, very sensitive microphones here. Thankfully, we don't have the AC kicking on and all that stuff because, we're in such a nice, professional, studio here. So, it's a studio on wheels. We are in a box right now, and this is where we record them. Eventually, maybe one day, if I get a couple more, if I get at least 5 people to watch this, then maybe I'll get a studio. But yeah, once we break into 8 subscribers, I think we'll be doing good. So, you know what? It doesn't even matter. We're having fun. We talk about a little bit of everything. I will be talking a lot about Christianity and stuff like that, but I just different things like this show about aliens and UFOs. It just we're just spitting out words to see where they splatter, basically, on this one, because it's funny, and it's even funnier to me because I know people that believe in extraterrestrials and UFOs and aliens and all this other stuff, and they are diehard about it. They sit and they can, oh my gosh, it's sad, but I pray for them. That's all you can do. But and I know, I mean, tons of people. I know Christians that believe in UFOs and ghosts and everything, all this other stuff. But well, I use that word loosely. I always say that because I guess I really need to, because if I'm sorry for even saying that, but I said it. That's all there is to it. So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with it. So, and you know what I think? If I was to say anything was an alien, I would imagine that scorpions. We're out here in Texas. There are so many scorpions. You go outside with the black light at night, and the ground just lights up with scorpions everywhere. They're all over the place. They look like aliens. Now, if there was an alien, I think that would be a scorpion, because those things are weird. They're like regular bugs, but then you put a black light on them, and it's like it becomes a whole new thing.
Or like anything in the deep sea.
Yeah, I didn't download the picture here, but I got a picture of an scorpion, and it's pretty interesting. So those are pretty cool. So when we go outside with the telescope, we got a telescope, and we get some clear nights, and we look at. Recently, we were looking at Saturn, which was really awesome to see Saturn through our telescope. That we could actually see.
We saw the rings on it, and it was really, really cool.
Yeah, you could see the rings around Saturn. That is just like, it's like,
it was
wow.
Very, very cool.
What an awesome universe we have. I would love to do space travel. If I could, that would be, to me, would be, if you could say you could do anything in this world, anything at all you wanted, I would say, I want to go out of this world, and I'd love to be able to travel beyond Saturn, beyond, go to all the, find out how many galaxies. That would be really cool to be able to, and that could be realistic. Not with Elon Musk, but if they would have kept the space shuttle, I think we could have just kept driving in that thing. But as far as it all goes, it's like, yeah, it is possible that we can get out there. I don't know. My thing is, why do they focus so much on it's like being at the movies. It's like on Mars. Why they focus so much on Mars? Why are they focusing so much on Mars? It's like, it's not even ideal for anything. The moon is better off than to be on the moon than it would be for Mars, and Mars is so far away, and the moon's right here. Let's build something on the moon. That'd be pretty cool. So,
not the backside of the moon, because we all know that on the backside of the moon is a whole entire universe of its own, a whole city. Did you know that?
SpongeBob says that Santa Claus lives there.
Oh, well, he's probably, actually, SpongeBob, I would believe him over anybody else, but yeah, there's, I used to know a guy that he believed that they never show us the back of the moon because there's nothing but aliens living on the backside of the moon. That's where the aliens live, on the dark side of the moon. So it's like, why would you want to live on the dark side, or would you want to live on the other side? Does the moon get night and day like the Earth does? Just kind of wondering,
No.
So, but yeah, so it's that's funny.
The light from the sun reflects off of the moon, so it's pretty much always daytime.
Yeah. So, well,
Well, if it rotates.
Sides. Yeah. It's not on the back side of the moon, as they call it. So yeah, we're yeah, but it's so many things to think about. So many things. You hear the piano? Our piano player started.
It's very loud.
Yeah, it's okay. Just leave it there. So it's fine. Let the piano player play. So it's our ghost piano player. So
I missed the trash can completely.
Yeah, you did. Well, I guess I'm gonna, this whole deal with aliens and all that good stuff, where it is what it is. We don't believe in aliens and spaceships, and it's like, if you do, then that's wonderful, that's great, but more power to you. We just thought we'd talk about it today, and like I said, seriously, don't you really think if there was aliens or UFOs that they would be more doing something different? Is that a UFO?
Plane.
I think that's
No, it's not. Something is vibrating the mic.
Yeah, I
making
think
it
that
go,
was a.
"Whoa."
I think that was a UDO, an unidentified driving object. An unidentified driving object. That was something driving down the road. So, yeah, and you never know. So why wouldn't they drive down? Look at the spaceships in Close Encounters. They flew right down the road. Yeah. So all those people, they had done, tons of people were there to see it in the movie. So somebody, I'm not going to mention name again, but somebody was saying that that was actual footage that they had, that they did. I'm like, oh my gosh, how else would they have done that? They have actual footage. So anyways, just keep in mind that
if there are aliens, they're living among us. It may be your car. And that could explain the reason why it never moves. Not because it's a certain type of car, which I won't mention any names.
But anyways, so yeah, I would imagine that, why would they not live among us? If they were so intelligent. So the Coneheads, they
just wear a hat.
Yeah, they just wear turbans.
They identify as a human.
Yeah, there you go.
Then nobody would say anything.
Yeah, get their teeth fixed. Yeah, there you go. See, they'll blend in. They'll blend in with their cone heads. So that's all. They're just unique. That's all. But yeah, I think there's a lot of aliens, and that's the people who identify as cats and stuff. Those people are aliens. They're way out there. They need to go back to their home planet somewhere, wherever, way out, way, in about 1,000 galaxies out there. They need to go back there. That identifies other things besides humans. But anyways, I hope you kind of like this. If you did, you did. If you don't, you don't. But we just figured we'd talk about some aliens and UFOs today, and bug the dog, let her be part of it. So she normally is doing it, but she's usually biting me the whole time, trying to aggravate me. But today she's tired. She doesn't want to bother. Look at her. She's a poor puppy. So she's an alien, though. That's what she is. Aren't you truly? So she's got her own YouTube channel out there. So she makes videos of herself putting on makeup. Yep, sure does. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna show this real quick before we go, but thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And the music that's about to start may be a little loud, so I apologize. But there's a link there, and you can check out Ray's Reality website. And like I said, you can share it, donate, whatever you want to do. But we appreciate it, and we appreciate it if you share it. So yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. We appreciate you listening. We appreciate you watching, and we will see you next time. Thanks.